Hello YouTube, and welcome to another general vlog video. Today we are going to be, well, I don't really want to call it gardening because we're actually going to plant fake flowers. But I've got a lot of cleanup to do before. I got a lot of weeds to pull, and over here, as you can see, it's just basically grass. And walk all the way around it here, and you'll see, a lot of weeds. And I live in a trailer park. It's hard to beautify a trailer park, especially my concrete's all cracked, but the concrete pads are here when the mobiles are pulled in. I don't know if I don't know that I can fix this porch and them not throw a fit about it. I would think that I could, and I probably will. So anyways, that's besides the point. But as you can see, this side, I do it for when I sit here, or here, which is where I normally sit. I can see something. I don't look out past me. Of course, it don't look bad out in through there. My neighbor over there, she has a beautiful yard, although she's old enough now she can't take care of it. But a lot of us pitch in and help her. Actually, let me rephrase that. A lot of other people pitch in and help her. I've done some. I restained her deck last summer. I did some other stuff. I can't even remember what it was, but we have a gentleman that lives back behind her that mows for her, and I don't think anybody really takes care of the flowers and stuff, but they come up every year, and they really look good. I'm going to try to maybe get over there and trim that front bush in front of her place for her, kind of square it up. But anyways, that's beside the point. It just gives me something to look at here. So I'm going to get you set up in the tripod. And I'm not going to show you a bunch because that's quite frankly going to be boring. You guys know how to pull weeds. And I've got me a trusty little pail here that had holes in the bottom, so I put a paper towel in it. Just to put all my debris in. And my little weed popper and my little favorite shovel I've had for years. So I'm going to get you set up here real quick. And we'll just I'll show you a couple minutes of it, not a whole lot. And we'll do a lot of, pausing, and I'll get some stuff done, and then we'll do, listen, I'm trying to work and think here at the same time. I see why YouTubers kind of say you don't realize what it is to work on filming and try to do your work at the same time. Very hard to do. So I'm not going to talk a lot. I don't have any fast forwards to do or anything of that nature. I may end up needing some more dirt. I don't know if I'm going to even mess with that or what I'm going to end up doing. But anyways, you get the general idea. I don't even know if I'm even in shot of you guys, because I forgot to turn the camera around. So let me get busy on this and get some of this cleaned up, and we'll come back, and maybe I'll do like over to the bee, and then maybe end up roughing up the ground a little bit, what's in here. These are all just kind of like natural flower pots, and that's what I did last year. But the rain just kind of washed the dirt out from them, and my flowers also. So we'll try something a little bit different this year, and at least get a good, decent, not a good, I live in a trailer park, it's never going to be good, a decent look, and see what we can come up with from there. So there'll be a lot of pausing in this video, and we'll kind of go from there. And yes, I'm my own cameraman, and of course I've got you in the camera stand where I can't even hit the pause button. So let's work on that first. And why is this thing, I never thought it come out of there like that before. Okay, so once again, I got to bring you up and bring you in there like that. Now I can get to the pause button. Look at that. And we're back for just a minute. I got all of this pretty well up until my junk bucket over there. I mean, I didn't do it perfect, but I didn't get any of the moss. I kind of like the moss. That's the green that you see there. I did get some of it. I said I didn't get any, and then I just tell you I got some of it. I did get some of it. Hold on just a second. I see some here that I missed, but I didn't get a lot. I did get some of it, but not all of it, because I kind of like the looks of the moss. So, but basically, my whole goal was to take these fake flowers right here, well, all of them, but I'll probably want more, and put those in there with some colorful gravels that I'll pick up later on, or maybe some mulch. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. I want to do it as cheap as I possibly can. And what I was going to do was put down like this small gravel. Let me reach down and grab a handful. You know, this small gravel, but you can get it colored. You know, like a little red, kind of a burgundy red. And I was just going to keep saturating the heck out of it with grass killer. But you know what? That tree is big and it's old. And it's hanging precariously over my mobile. So I don't want to do anything more to cause it any harm. So I'm going to opt out on that situation. I'll just have to keep up with the weeds. But one thing that, when I first moved here, this tree, and that's all the roots that I'm working in, it had holes everywhere in the root system itself. Little holes. It looked to me like somebody drilled them. Did they? I really believe that they did. Could have it been something else? Maybe. I know wood boring bees can make beautiful holes that make you think somebody drilled them. These are real small. Well, matter of fact, if we'll walk over here and we'll look, see that flamingo thing there? It's actually in one of the holes down in the root system. So I set out here last year, or maybe it was the year before. I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Beginning of last year. Well, it was Mother's Day of last year. I set out here with toothpicks, wooden toothpicks, the round ones, and filled every one of them holes that I could possibly find. Because being in construction, I know that wood has two very dangerous predators, or I don't know about predators. I'm trying to get fancy there, and I don't know what it's called. It has two very bad things against it. One is water, which will cause rot, and two is termites. So, and that's an opening for both water to start rotting and termites. Termites are going to get in if they want to anyways, and nothing I can do about that other than spray. I don't see any termites. I don't see anything that makes me think termites. I do have squirrels. You can see my empty corn on the cob swinging there. I did that with an eye hook up on the tree, and I doubt you can see it. An eye hook up on the tree, and I swing it, and they get up on them deer antlers, and they reach out and grab it, and they swing while they're eating. Now that deer antlers used to be a 48-point 1800 Boone and Crockett point deer, and the squirrels ate all the other points off of it. Or maybe I lied about that, but no, it really, I think it was an 8-pointer that I shot a few years back. But look at what the squirrels do to it. They actually chew. Let me try to zoom in here. They actually chew. See that one there all chewed up? See that one over there? It used to be, well, it was a lot longer, about like the other one was. But yeah, they, let me zoom out here. The squirrels wreak havoc on it, but I don't care. I mean, maybe it's something they're missing in their diet, calcium or something. So anyways, let me pause this, and I'll get a few flowers planted and my rocks, well, marbles, whatever they're called, and let me get them around and through there, and we'll kind of go from there, and I'll show you what I'm trying to come up with. Okay, so I didn't do a whole lot, but what you can see is I added a few little fake flowers and some of them colored rocks around. You know, it just kind of gives it, if I could get out of the sunlight here, or maybe I need to be in the sunlight, I don't know. But anyways, that's just kind of what it's going to look like all around. You know, kind of minimal. I don't want gobs and gobs and gobs of flowers, but just enough, to give it some look. But I wanted to tell you guys a story. It's story time with old General Vlog Video here. So years ago, probably about 100 years ago, when I was a little bit younger, okay, maybe not quite that long ago, but quite a few years ago, when I was younger, we had a house that my girlfriend at the time and I were living together, and her son, and it's before all my little kids were around. And I decided one Mother's Day, yeah, I seem to do a lot of this kind of stuff at Mother's Day. It's a gift that keeps giving, right? So one Mother's Day, I decided that, knowing that she was highly allergic to wasps and bees and all that good stuff, I decided to do fake flowers. That way there would be no bees. Wrong. Fake flowers attract bees just as much as real flowers do. Now, can they get any nectar out of them? Of course not. Do they figure that out? I don't think so, because they kept coming back and back and back. And I actually have some hanging baskets around here that are fake flowers. I've had them here for years. They need to be redone. I actually have hummingbirds come to those quite often. That's why I got the hummingbird feeders. So hopefully I'll get them up tonight, sometime this evening or this afternoon or tonight or whenever I get them filled up and get them out here. But I just think the gravels in those is just kind of a good, there's some amber ones in there, some blue ones in there, and some white ones, and I didn't place them. I just kind of lightly threw them in there, kind of making it rain on them. And up here, even around the skull and everything. The skull, it is not, feminine, I guess, or whatever you would call it. It's not something you'd normally see in a woman's flower garden. Of course, I'm not a woman, so I'm kind of making a manly flower garden. No, that's not what I'm after. I like things to look nice. But it gives me a lot of enjoyment to watch them squirrels get up on that and then get up on that corn. And I've had other things sitting there and they didn't do it. They just like them antlers. So anyways, maybe I'll get some videos of that. But I'm going to pause it. Boy, if I could just do my tripod a little bit easier than that. I'm sure I'm making you guys dizzy. I'm going to pause it, and I'm probably going to do, once again, over there to about that trash bucket that I'm putting all my weeds and stuff in. Probably going to do over to about there. And then I think we're going to probably end this video. And maybe I'll do another video when I'm all done. Or maybe I'll include it in this one, because it's not exciting enough video to justify having 2 videos on it. So we'll probably do it in just this one, but it's going to be a while. So anyways, that's where I'm at on this, and I'm just going to continue going on. It's a beautiful day. The wind has just picked up. If I had to say, I would say it's 70 or under, and we're at about 3 o'clock. Normally I do this stuff in the evening, but that's because of the heat. Heat's not too bad today, so I thought I'd get out here and enjoy myself. I really enjoy doing this. Do I enjoy planting fake flowers? I'm sorry, yes. Instant gratification, no watering. Why would I not enjoy it? Would I rather have real flowers? Yeah. And I probably could. This is my busy time of year. I gave out yesterday probably 14 or 15 estimates, and instantly I got 8 yeses. They want it done. Well, not instantly. I guess instantly I got 4, and then today I got 4 more calls. I did get one call that said that they just couldn't afford to have it done right now, and that's fine. And I have at least another 7 or 8 estimates out there I know are going to get picked up. So it's my busy time of year. Not that I can't water, but if you look at my poor flower over here, yeah. Let's try to get you out of my business phone number and everything there. But yeah, that's pretty poor. But anyways, all right. So I'm going to pause this, get some more work done, and I'll start it back up here in a little bit. Okay, so I finished that other side, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But I don't know. For some reason, I wanted. Don't pay attention to that red flower right there. That's just hanging on them deer antlers. I threw it because I wanted it over here so I could see the red, and it didn't quite make it. The wind caught it. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to. I don't think you need to see my face or anything for this. I messed up. I wanted to put in a little more dirt or some nice rich black. Oh, what do they call it? Geez. See, I go to speak and I got so much on my mind I can't even think straight. Mulch. You know, some nice black mulch or even brown mulch would look really, really, really good in there, or the red mulch, I guess it is. But I screwed up and I put these little marbles, flattened marbles down there before I did. So now if I do, I'm just going to cover them. Of course, I got plenty enough to go over top of them, but that's not what I want. So, would have I rather planted real flowers? Yeah. Would have I rather brought my vacuum cleaner out here and cleaned in every little nook and cranny and crevice? And I'm trying to get you adjusted here where, you know, all those, I'm raking them out by hand. Yeah, I would have by far rather done that. But don't let perfection stand in the way of good enough. And to me alone, that's not a good enough saying. You know, it's like, don't let pessimism stand in the way of optimism. You know, don't, I may have said that backwards, but I don't think so. You know, just don't always look for the silver lining or the gold at the end of the rainbow, because it may not be there. So get off your butt and do what you can now, instead of waiting until it's exactly perfect way that you want to do it. Not saying that you don't deserve to have it the perfect way, because you do, and you'll get there, but start somewhere. You know, I have $2 in this. I gave $1 for a box of the flowers and $1 for all them little weird flat marble things, whatever they're called. I think they would look great in the bottom of like a aquarium or something of that nature, but anyways, I'm using them out here. But just because I didn't have or can't get what I need right this second, you know, I'm like everybody else in the world. I don't have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of money. Could I afford to go out and buy potting soil, topsoil, or mulch and flowers and all that? Yeah, I could have. But why? It's going to be a whole lot more work. It's going to be temporarily, basically, unless I got something that pops up every year. And yes, I don't know what the difference between annual and a perennial. People tell me and I can't never remember. But, you know, if I put things that come up every year, that'd be one thing. But, you know, I'm doing with what I got. So what I got is this. And this is what I'm going to use. And this is what I'm going to do. So why not? You know, got to start somewhere. It's better to have a little done than nothing at all. I don't know if you guys seen that or not. That girl that just walked by, I don't know, she's my son's age, so she's probably 11, 12 years old, and she couldn't figure out who I was talking to, because I'm actually standing off to the side of the camera. But anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know, don't let perfection stand in the way of you getting something done. Don't make it to where, oh, if it can't be perfect, I don't want it. If you can't have it perfect, start where you can at that time of your life, and then work and strive to make it perfect. It gives you goals. If I have a goal of, let's just say I don't have a vehicle at all, and I won't have a vehicle unless it's a 2020 Corvette. Well, you know what? I'm going to be walking a long time. But I don't want to give up that dream. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy an old Dodge truck and drive it around and maybe trade it up to something else, or wait until I can afford something a little bit better and work my way up to it. It gives me something to strive and work for at all times. Anyways, I'm going to get back. I'm going to go ahead and do this side here, and then the side over here, over there, right there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that side because there's really no weeding involved. And then I'll finish up the other side because it's basically all grass. And then, you know, we'll get a walk around here in a little bit. I know it's probably not what you would do, and I know you could do a whole lot better, and I know you could afford a whole lot more. But this is what I can do. This is what I can afford. Can I do a whole lot better? Yeah, if I want to throw money after it, money after it, money after it, sure, I can. I can have a beautiful place. I live in a trailer park, people. Don't forget that. So it's good enough for now. I'll see. Well, I'm going to pause. You guys won't even know it, but I'm going to pause, and then we're going to come back here in a little bit. Okay, and just like that, we're back. And I'm pretty much done. Like I said, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't think to put my dirt and mulch in there, but you know what? I don't need it. The rain's just going to wipe it right out. So, here's what we got. I even gave my old girl, my little rabbit down here, a pine cone to chew on. And, hey, everybody needs to feel pretty, right? So I put some flowers in her hair. So, let me turn this around. There we go. So I got them all in and got my little rocks and stuff in there. I did it kind of sparingly. I used about half my rocks or marbles or whatever them stupid things are called. Got all that done. And didn't overdo it, I don't think. I need to clean the dead out of that flower right there. But this is what I wanted. And so basically now, when I come over here and I sit in my chair, I see my cute little wood pile, my little chimenea or whatever it's called. I have plenty of flowers to look at. I got my nice red ones right there behind the fire pile. I even got a little red one over there, just kind of peeking out of that little pocket inside of there. Last year I had a coxcomb growing in there, a real one. And yeah, it was pretty cute. Anyways, it's kind of weird how, I don't know how to explain it. Life has sure changed. When I was a kid, we were taught that we check on our elderly, and I'm just as guilty of it as everybody else. You know, as I get older, life in a rat race and, you know, raising kids, and I sometimes forget to do what I've been taught to do and I teach my children to do. But the lady that I was talking to right over there, Miss Kathy on the corner, and remember I had said something about her shrubs, and I was going to get out there and, wow, boy, I'm unstable. Wow, maybe I do need a gimbal. Anyways, all of that, and she's got a few in the back. I said I need to get over there and trim those, and bless her heart, she come over here today, and that's her vehicle sitting over there back behind my truck, and she had a low front right tire, which is really bad of me because I did notice it when she got out of the hospital. She just got out of the hospital a couple days ago. But my reasoning for that was I wasn't in a really big hurry because I didn't think she could drive yet. Well, she can. And so I put air in it for her today. She brought it over here to my workshop, and I used my compressor and put air in it. And that's when she asked me, she's like, I'll pay you. I said, no, you won't. But she's old school. Now, she still probably thinks you can get that place vinyl sided for about $123. But whatever the price is, as long as she agrees to it, she's going to pay. She don't take no handouts, that's for sure. So I'll just I'll tell, like I did her deck and stuff. I went over there and I did some electrical work for her when I first moved in. And all I charged her for was it was a double switch in her bathroom. And basically that double switch was like $18. So I charged her $20. And I felt bad for charging her at all, but she wouldn't let me out of there unless I charged her. So basically what I did, she wanted to hire me to fix her deck. It had some rotten boards and restain it. Well, I told her, you know, and I lowballed it really, really, really low. I think I told her, you know, I'll replace your deck, and it's pretty big over there. You can't see it all from here. And I'll stain it and everything for $100. And, you know, it took me 2 days because I power washed it all first. And then I replaced, I don't remember how many boards. There were several boards I replaced. And then stained it. Well, my thought was at $100, I'm going to have that in material. So this is how I get around her trying to pay me for everything. Nope. She said when I went and got the wood first, and I was going to get the stain. You know, I was going to let the power wash dry and everything. Get the stain next time I run into Lowe's. Nope, she had it. So I ended up profiting way less than I would for anybody else, but profiting more than I wanted to for her. So basically, what I'll do is I will sneak over there. I'll watch for when she leaves. She goes like every Wednesday, and hopefully she'll get back on schedule. She goes like every Wednesday to Eagles or Moose or something like that for bingo. And then she goes like once or twice a month to get her hair done. And I'll just sneak over there when she's gone, do it, and then I'll make like I never knew who did it. If she says, did you do that? I'll just say, I don't really know what happened over there. It looks good though. Now, I won't say yes and I won't say no, but I'll just make her think that I didn't do it. That way she doesn't try to pay me. Or if she's there and I do it, I'll just ask her to get me a cold pop or something. I don't know. But you got to help your neighbors. Okay, here's the deal. Now, I'm sure Miss Kathy don't want me to tell you her whole story, but she's been really sick. She's had quadruple bypasses and problems with circulation in her legs. I don't know how old she is. Now, I'm going to say she's close to 80. She's a retired school teacher. Sweet as a piece of pie. I'm telling you, she just, the salt of the earth. Salt and sweet, huh? So, anyways, she turned, and I'm not sure the word septic, I'm sure it's not septic or something like that. She got poison in her body, and she basically zoned out, like not quite a coma. She could still move, but she didn't know if there was somebody in front of her or anything. She was bad. They actually had to break in to save her. Now, what does it hurt for any one of us? Now, there's not a lot of us that live here year round. Me, what would it hurt for me every day to walk over there and say, Miss Kathy, how are you doing? How you feeling? Okay, thank you, goodbye. And just tell her, say, Kathy, I can't afford to come over here and talk for hours every day, but I want to check on you every day, so I'm going to come over and hold a 5-minute conversation with you just to make sure you're okay. That's what we need to start doing. Well, I mean me, and there are a few other here that could help. And I've got another neighbor that lives back here. Of course, you can't see him, but he's kind of friendly with her, and he's an older guy. And I'm going to ask him to start checking on her, every other day. And Dan in the back, he's a salesman. He mows for her. And I'm going to ask him, can you just stop in once or twice a week and check on her? And then I'm going to do the same. I won't stop in every other day that my neighbor back here doesn't stop in. And together as a community, we can't afford to finance her or anything, and I'm sure she doesn't need that. She's a retired school teacher. We live in a trailer park. But as a community, we need to pull together and help this elderly lady out. That's what we are meant to do. This lady helped thousands upon thousands and maybe even 1 million or more kids throughout her career. She's touched so many lives that, we need to pay back and help her just as much as we possibly can. Anyways, I just thought that was a heartwarming little thing, that she would come over and asked me that right after I had just sat here and told you in this same video that I needed to get over and get that taken care of. So, like-minded people, I'm telling you, that's what I like about the YouTube community. There's a lot of us that are like-minded, and I like that kind of community. So if I looked over there and thought it looked bad, she looked out and thought it looked bad, she knew that she couldn't do it, so she come for my help. That we are like-minded, and I will make positive sure that it's done. Anyways, there's my little garden, and this is what I see when I'm sitting here. As you can see, I got my feet up. Now, my truck is actually blocking the view of the lake. Normally, in the summertime, I park my truck out there. That's what this little walkway's for. But I've been parking it up here because I'm supposed to get new gravel there. And I don't know when they're going to bring it. So I'm just kind of parking over here. So in case I'm not paying attention or something, they don't have to, you know, look me up and find out where I'm at and tell me, hey, you need to move your trucks when we put your gravel down. So once they do, I'll start parking back out there again. But I've got a few little things that I want to do. I don't know if you can see over there right by the door of the truck. You'll see gravel coming over into the grass. I need to pick the grass out of there, put some weed killer down, and then maybe get some smaller, not quite this big a rock, but something about half that big, and line that with. So that's so I don't step in the mud when it's raining, and it keeps my new carpet clean. But yeah, I mean, this is why I do this. That cost me 2 hours of work and $2. Gave $1 for the flowers, $1 for the marbles or rocks or flat marbles, or I think they are actually just glass droppings, because some of them, I don't know, they just, some of them look like they're something from a glass company that actually just kind of drops. So we're into this 31 minutes. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Tomorrow's video is going to be epic. I'm telling you, I'm getting my little hothouse, my little greenhouse. Actually, I think it's called a warm house. And I have to research and find out why. I'm rocking my Vans, or my Converse today. And, you know, my 80s skater shorts and my Aerosmith t-shirt. It just, I don't know, playing it old school today, I guess. And next I'm going to do my hanging flowers here in a little bit. And they're fake also. They've been here about 2 years. But I will leave all this out in the winter. People think, nobody's ever said anything, but I know people think that's just stupid. You know, because everybody else puts all their little stuff in their garden up and everything. I want to see it all winter long. That's when I need to see it. When I'm getting bummed out about it being cold and snowy and all of that, you know, I like it. I smile when I look out. I replaced my corn up there. I replaced my swinging corn. I got all that done. I got my little log pile there all stacked up. I am good and ready to go, and I might blow the porch off again. And I need to power wash the porch again this year, but I haven't got around to it yet. And this old deck here, I think I've explained it before. There's about a 6-inch drop right here. And every time I would come out of this bedroom door, I would go to here and I would trip on that thing. So these are off of an old trailer that I bought. They're just old deck boards. And they were still in good shape. I was just going to use them for projects. But I ended up putting them here, and this is where I set my chair. But yeah, it don't look right with it being here, but it don't. So if I fill in these cracks, and I hate to paint this porch, because you know it's not going to last but a couple years, but I think I'm going to. I do have new underskirting, even though I don't need it. You can see mine looks pretty decent, but I have new. We'll be putting it up before too long. So that's what it is, and I'm going to be getting off of here in just a second. And I'll let you keep looking at the flower garden here. That poor girl can't figure out why I'm sitting here talking to myself. Surely to gosh, she can see the camera, but she doesn't have any clue what I'm doing. Anyways, this is General Vlog Video. I hope you guys have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. And we will see you on the next video. Please give us a thumbs up. Oh, I got to get my thumb out there, right? My dirty hands. Please give me a thumbs up. Like and subscribe. Subscribing helps a whole lot to YouTubers. No, I'm not monetized. I don't get paid for this. But someday I may. You never know. But I love subscribers. It really shows that you guys enjoy what we're doing. And also click that bell notification right down here so you can see when I post a new video. And until then, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. Stay tuned because it's going to be exciting. I'm getting my greenhouse put up, and we're going to do a raised bed, and we're going to do self-wicking tubs in 5-gallon buckets, and we're going to go grow cucumbers in water. Now, I don't want to spoil it all, but that's about what it is. And wait till you guys see what we're going to get into. Who says you can't homestead in urban areas and in a trailer park, no less? Hey, redneck as it can be. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.